it's hot. It's coming out of
It's hot. It's hot.
It's steaming like crazy.
Well, garbage time friends, what are y'all up to? It's Saturday evening. 3:42. We are working today. We have worked up a storm, almost literally.
I started saying it ain't rained yet.
It's 65 outside. And it's a little warmer than it has been, but it's given rain. But this is really dark clouds roll in, wind, hickory nuts come from heaven, pounding on us, and then it goes away. We've had it twice or three times today. Sun comes out bright and beautiful, and then it goes right back to the darkness. When that wind blows, those hickory nuts fall off that tree. And you say, John, you already know there's hickory nuts on a tree, and yeah, but this roof, before we extended that porch, it covers more of the hickory nut flight pattern, and we get a lot more than we used to.
What did you tell me about the hickory nuts earlier when I was out there working?
So this is a true story, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it's true. I just know that it seems awful strange. So Mama was taking some stuff out and putting them on some bookshelves. And every time she'd go out there, the hickory nuts would just pound. She'd come back in and she said, you hear them hickory nuts out there? I said, yes, ma'am. And then I said, but I don't hear them now. I think the squirrels was seeing her through the windows and they was throwing them at her. Now, our squirrels do throw them. It can be still day. And they get up and they'll throw them down on the roof and they come down, they get them and they go on top of the swing set and they beat them up or chew them up or whatever they do, don't they, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
That way when you go
I don't think this just seeing me and throwing them. You said that every time.
That way when you go out to sit in the swing, you get to pick up all the hickory nut hulls and throw them out of the swing before you sit down.
That's right. They're everywhere.
We just had a quick little, what do you call a meal between breakfast and supper, but not lunch? Which
This is supper because it's
This is supper. Early supper. Mama went by the local Arby's. And
I was hungry.
I ate. It didn't take me as long as it did Mama. She's finishing up. As you can tell, she don't just eat like normal people. That's a just the top, deconstructed, not composed, deconstructed, just the top bun with a little bit of roast beef and her famous curly fries she loves so good. And we did buy them at the store. I know somebody's going to say, you can buy them. Though we get them frozen, and they are good. If you haven't tried them, we recommend them. Mama really says, can't tell the difference, don't you, Mama?
Yeah.
In the air fryer.
I've not had roast beef in these fries in a year or two. Because I just
We don't go out that much.
I just don't go out.
Mama went to
So
town.
this is a treat for me.
We were in the middle of working, moving furniture, carrying on, and Mama said, I'm going to town. Just like it was a declaration.
Well, it had to have bread. It's out of bread.
And I said, this minute, yes, I'm going to town, go to the post office. We got to have bread before morning. I said, I'll run and get it. No, you won't either. I'm getting out. Mama was ready to go. Mama was ready to ride around. Did you ride through the park?
No, sir.
You should have. I wish you had it.
I did only my duties, what I had to do.
Only my duties, reporting back to the house.
That's right.
The park is on our way to everything. So a lot of times, I'll go through the park. I'll just dash through the park. Because we have such a beautiful park. If you're ever needing a place to camp, Indian Mountain State Park is your place. If you want to be a part of our group, Friends of the Park, I'm serving president this year. I told you we are all time into something. And we're trying to build, and we're getting ready to do the Halloween in the park thing next week, I believe. And it's just going to be fun. It's all that you can say about it. Just fun. It's candy for the kids. It's not spooky. They decorate, but it's just fun thing. Disney stuff. A lot of friendly spiders, big fuzzy, just that kid-friendly environment. And they do around the campground, and all the campers know this. And they decorate their campers. and their little parking areas. And
they have competitions who can decorate the most and the prettiest.
And so the kids go around the camp loop, and they get their little bags full. It's tons of fun. It really is, and they enjoy it. So this is just a part of the fall festivities. That's what I like about fall. There's always something to do. There's a pumpkin patch. There's a festival, a fall festival. Our church, we usually have a couple of good hot dog roasts for the kids in this time of year. We've had one. We're going to have another one.
Wednesday, we're having a big one.
This Wednesday. Wow, it slipped up on me. Just all kinds of stuff in the fall. All kinds. The wind is blowing. We may get rain. We're supposed to get rain. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if it did rain a little bit. Because you don't know what I got to do if it don't rain. I'm going to have to go there and water those flowers. Now, I'm not watering near as much because we've had
days
we've just not had hot days. It's just been very mild and very pleasant, and they're just not needing as much water. I read somewhere before it said, let your plants ask for water. Don't let them die, but they'll start. You can tell when they're needing water. So there's a couple of them there to ask before the rest. So I always know if they're asking, the rest of them probably thirsty too. So that works out pretty good.
Water my mum real good.
I've watered it every day.
It's pretty.
I've watered it with a bucket of water. What do they call them things?
Water pitcher. Water
pitcher.
Water can.
Watering can. We keep a watering can, even when I water with the hose, we keep a watering can out there full of water. That way, if you just see one that needs a little sip, you can run out there and give it a little sip. And it works. Let me give you a report on my hydrangea. The leaves are still on there. Mama kicked it. You didn't need 2 fans, Mama. I've been done for 5 minutes or 6.
Do what?
You didn't need 2 fast. I've been completely finished for 5 or 6 minutes.
I know it. I just can't.
Mama was telling some stories to me.
There's a lot of meat and stuff.
Mama was reporting in on her activities and what she'd done at the store. She wasn't doing much eating. She was doing more talking. I was sitting here eating. Isn't that what the supper table's all about? Don't you love it? Which kids today don't get the supper table experience that we got, Generation Xers. Back in our day, you was expected to be at the supper table, at least around here. And even if you
we all ate together.
Even if you just stayed a little while, you had to do 5 minutes at the supper table and eat a bite before you could go back out and play. Now, you may not have to linger there for 30 minutes, but you had to show up, washed hands, cleaned up, and ready to go. And at my papa's house, you had to show up with your hair combed, your hands and arms washed, and your face. And y'all have grandpas like that?
I believe it's where he worked in the coal mines so much.
I don't know, but you was expected to show up with your hair fixed. Not fixed, just combed. Just run a brush through it, run a comb through it. Wash your hands and your arms. Roll them shirt sleeves up, wash them arms, and wash your face, and go to the dinner table.
I believe he's just gotten a habit and wanted it done because he had coal dust on him and stuff.
He was just a clean person. Anyhow, where was I going with that?
Supper table.
Isn't that what the supper table's about? Is sharing your life experiences. What'd you do today? How was school? How was work? If you heard something funny today, I heard so-and-so, or even if it's not a funny something, it was just something going on. Not necessarily gossip. Southerners like to, sometimes, we do things in the name of prayer requests or concerns. We really are going to pray for them, but, you'll be downtown and you'll hear somebody say, Lord, I've heard so-and-so you be praying for her. And I think, are you just gossiping or are you really doing a prayer request? sometimes I get the feeling you've asked everyone in town for that same prayer request. I hear, or I wasn't going to say anything about it, but you hear that all the time. Someone told me, and ever since they told me this, I think about it every time. When you say the word but, what you're saying is, delete everything I just said.
I didn't know that.
And if you think about it, it really sometimes is that way. Like people say, I don't want to spread any gossip, but I don't want to talk about nobody, but, and then they start talking about it. I said I wasn't going to say anything, but it sort of is. And if someone says something to you, it's like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but just brace yourself. There's a good chance you're going to get your feelings hurt right now.
That but carries a feelings hurt.
Well, it just means I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I know what I'm fixing to say probably will.
Mm-hmm.
And heaven forbid someone come up to you, especially a little church lady, and says, I ain't trying to be mean or nothing.
No, watch out.
But here it comes. Now, y'all that know, you know. And you that don't know, now you do. Because that's just the way it goes. That's just how it goes. And then there'll always be one in the crowd that'll say something like, you know, I didn't want to say anything either, but I did notice that. I don't know. This is where we are.
You're talking about us awful bad, the Southern people.
Well, we do have our quirks, Mama.
Yeah,
And then there's always the Southern forgiveness. And that is something like, and people will use it all the time.
You can say about anything about anybody. I didn't say bless her heart.
That's what I was just going to say.
Right.
So I was just fixing to say, you know, they'll say stuff and they'll say, bless her heart.
That wipes it away that you don't mean to be mean.
Right.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, I mean, like you can say anything, even horrible stuff sometimes. She can't cook for worth nothing. Bless her heart. And you're like, aw, we need to help her cook. And then there's some that just simply skip all of it. And they go directly for, bless her heart. Which you know, ain't no blessing in that. You know that they're just saying, she's a hot mess today.
That's what you tell me sometimes. I'm a mess.
And I do say that. And I just say sometimes, bless your heart.
Yeah.
When you say something really.
Yeah, you do tell me that.
Like when she says, don't use that kettle. That ain't the kettle I use. I said, well, bless your heart. I'm sorry.
You wasn't a bit sorry.
It just means you're awful persnickety sometimes, Mama, when you want me to change
But I
kettles.
mean, you got your ways. You can't help them.
I know. I knew this woman one time was just like that.
I done pretty good with you, though.
You did. Bless your heart.
I'm hearing that.
Oh, Mama. So now you all ask sometimes, don't you ever just go out to eat? You make Mama cook every day. Today's her day to get to go out. Fast food.
I brought it in.
Through the drive-thru. And what did you say, Mama? Well, you was eating this one rare drive-thru meal from probably 3 months or 4 since you've had a drive-thru meal.
Oh, it's been a long time.
We had
it's been
catfish the
over
other
a
day.
year since I've had
Arby's.
Arby's.
But now you did the McDonald's sometimes with
Yeah.
some chicken nuggets, and I'll bring you
Something
some.
like that.
And I ask her often, you want me to bring you something from town? No. So just about time she got to, she said, it's good. But I just about soon to fix something.
I was working hard and stuff, and I thought, Arby's. And I never think of getting food like that, do I?
Hardly ever. Every once in a while.
Great moon, I don't know.
Every once in a great blue moon, Mama will say, just run by KFC and pick us up supper. Now, she does that more than anything.
That's it. That I do.
I probably bring her KFC every 4 or 5 weeks. But now, Arby's, hardly ever. Second to KFC would be McDonald's. Chicken and nuggets with sweet and sour sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what me and Mama done one time.
I know what you're doing.
We were on a trip, and we went to this McDonald's. And, of course, you have to run in, use the bathroom, and do all that stuff. And you get up to the counter, and you wait in a little line. We get up to the counter, and Mama says, I want a 10-piece chicken nugget with sweet and sour sauce. I said, I'll have the same. And he says, oh, we don't have sweet and sour sauce. What would you like?
I told him that.
Mama went,
nothing.
looked at me, and she said, well, I don't want nothing. And I said, just cancel the order. That's fine. And we turned around. He said, where y'all going? You don't want nothing else? I said, no. We'll just go to the next exit. There'll be McDonald's there, too. So we
That was bad.
We left and went straight. I hope he didn't know him and call him and said, there's 2 birds coming down there.
Get out the sweet and
Tell
sour.
them you're out of sweet and sour sauce. They didn't. They had it, plenty of it. And we sat down, ate our nuggets 3 or 4 miles down the road. It wasn't far. And enjoyed them because that's the only kind of sauce you like. It. Now, I would have probably said, give me honey and barbecue or something. Not this bird. If
I
sweet
said,
and sour,
I don't want nothing. He said, what?
sweet and sour or nothing. No substitutes accepted.
I don't like substitutes.
No. Not one thing on their menu do they have. I even bought
I
some.
don't eat hamburgers or nothing like that. So.
I even bought some sweet and sour sauce here, and it wasn't up to par. I said, I brought you this just in case. But
It ain't the same.
it ain't. But anyhow, Mama's hard to please, even at the McDonald's.
That's all. I'll eat a biscuit of the morning sometimes from there. But chicken nuggets is usually the only thing else I ever eat there.
And the kind of biscuit she likes best, and I've had to. This is what you're dealing with this little cookie right here. Some who don't like fast food as a rule. I've had to change my gravy to a packaged gravy because she likes it so good.
Now, I made some good of them.
She does make homemade, and she wants me to make it every once in a while because she likes mine. But we have gone to this pepper gravy in a pack because it tastes like McDonald's. And who likes it better than anything else? A good gravy biscuit.
I like McDonald's biscuits and gravy. I
That's
love Hardee's biscuits and gravy.
She loves it, and it's that peppery gravy too. She don't like it any spice, as y'all say when you are fussing at me, but I found some at the Food City. It's Pioneer.
I think so.
Pioneer gravy, and it's the pepper gravy. And she thinks it's like McDonald's, and she likes it.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
So now she prefaces with, once you fix some biscuits and gravy, and she said, just fix yours. And that means she wants homemade. Sometimes she says, won't you open up a pack of that pepper gravy if we've got any?
Well, you got to have a little variety in your life.
And make us some biscuits, which means don't want your old gravy today. Get me some of that good stuff.
It's about time you cook for me again some biscuits and gravies.
I will, Mama. Anytime you ask for them.
Mm.
What would you like? You want it in the morning?
No, not on Sunday.
Not on Sunday.
I want to be able to stay awake while the preacher's preaching.
Do y'all eat your big breakfast on Saturday mornings? We're Saturday morning people. If we don't have it on Saturday morning, or one night now, we'll eat it at night.
Night.
We're probably not going to have a big breakfast any other day of the week.
We didn't have one today because we was going to work. I have to nap sometimes after that meals like that.
Yeah, we don't push it. So this morning was toast. And I don't know what you ate.
Sausage biscuit. I ate early.
She ate earlier. That was a rare occurrence that you got up before I did.
Well, I was hungry because I never ate supper.
We didn't eat supper.
I didn't eat any supper. I just mixed around on some crackers and things. Did eat supper.
What did we eat yesterday?
I didn't eat with you.
She didn't eat with me. I don't remember what we did eat yesterday. Yesterday was a blur.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see what y'all are saying. We're going to let y'all get out from here. Hey, John and Momma, Logan's prayer. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I love Mama. She's just like me. I want what I want and nothing my daughter picks on me for being stubborn. Well, Bonnie,
Yeah.
I love a good stubborn woman, though. I try not to eat big breakfast on Sunday because of church. Melissa, we don't either. If we eat any cooked breakfast, it's just like a piece of toast and some scrambled eggs and maybe a little bit of tomato, either canned tomato. Mom, that's what I have. Mom will have her toast
and eggs.
and a fried egg. That's about
Or
it.
toast, scrambled egg.
Or a scrambled egg. Because usually it's like one piece of toast, and then I split mine, this way. And make two pieces. I want two crunchy pieces, so I save on bread. But anyhow, that's what we do. Because you do get tired and sleepy after you eat a big breakfast, especially high carb, and you don't need that. I don't eat any breakfast like that when I'm going to work either. But church, usually, we come back and eat about 1. And so we're eating our Sunday lunch. And then most of the time, even when Mama tells you all differently, she's lying. Like when she...
That's not nice.
I got proof. Point in order. Do you remember when we had chicken dumplings? She said, we'll have chicken dumplings for supper. I said, we will not, Mama. We will not eat again. She said, yes, we will. We didn't.
I know we didn't.
I told
we
you.
had a big lunch. We don't need nothing else.
And you said, we'll eat chicken dumplings this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no, we won't. And you said, yes, we will. And I said, y'all hear the hickory nut?
Hickory nut.
And when bedtime came that night, and I said, hey, Mama, how was those dumplings for supper? Oh, you're right. We didn't, did we?
We didn't even eat cereal or nothing that night.
Nothing. But we eat plenty for lunch. But then we don't think about cooking again. Y'all do that on Sundays. It's church. It's something. You just don't think about it. Then you're getting your stuff ready to go to work. And then it's too late to eat. There is a point it's too late to eat for us. I do not like to eat and go directly to bed. Now, I don't have to wait 6 hours. Mama likes to do 6 hours.
I like to eat a while.
Yeah,
Eat and then wait a while before I
she wants to eat, like if she eats at 7 when we eat, she wants a good, and usually she's up late.
10 or
11. Now me, I'll eat at 8 and go to bed at 9. If I have to. But I don't want to just eat and go straight to bed. But we're not cooking today. We didn't cook anything, really. This morning's a little bit of toast and some people had sausage and biscuit. And some people had nothing.
Some people had eggs and toast. Some people had sausage biscuit.
I did have a little egg with my toast, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And I had a leftover sausage biscuit.
Mama cooks sausage. Like she'll pick 6 patties. And if she uses frozen biscuits, she'll do 5, 6 biscuits. Then she puts them in the refrigerator, and then she'll get them out for 3 days and eat them. I'd rather just eat them fresh. That's my thing. But Mama says they're just as good, and she don't want to have to cook every morning. And that must be the trend, because I see people doing these breakfast preps, and they've been doing eggs on a sheet pan and slicing them out and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, wow. This is breakfast for the week, they say. And I'm like, wow.
Now, I don't do that. I don't leave leftover eggs. I just leave biscuits and sausage.
When
I
I
don't
don't
put
tell
them
you,
together. I put them together.
I'm going to tell you, it ain't been too many weeks ago, Mama made me breakfast. I got up early and ate breakfast. And I had eggs and toast and everything. And I did such a good job cleaning up. I cleaned up, dried up, and put up. When Mama got up later, she started fixing breakfast. So she fixed eggs and all this stuff. And I said, oh, Mama, I just ate. I'm not, it's been an hour and a half since I ate. And she said, well, it looked like, I said, I know. I said, well, just put it in the refrigerator. I'll eat it in the morning. Oh, you can't eat eggs. I said, put them in there. Because it was a whole, serving of eggs. So she put it in a Tupperware bowl. And the next morning, I got up early again. Instead of cooking, I made toast and I heated those eggs up. And they were just as good as fresh.
I didn't eat no leftover eggs. So.
Picky wouldn't. But I did. And I thought, I could probably do that meal prep and do eggs and keep them in the refrigerator.
Ooh, I couldn't.
They taste the same.
It's hard enough to eat them when they're fresh.
They taste the same to me. I only eat leftover coffee too. Don't say, oh, he wouldn't know what leftover. I do. If it's in that carafe, that's usually my first cup of coffee is last night's coffee. And while
he drinks it while he's making a new
I drank a cup of the old while I'm making a cup of the new. As soon as that new says I'm done, I throw that old out though and get me some good hot fresh coffee. This is good hot fresh coffee right here. But now in the morning there'll be some left, and I'll probably start out.
If we keep working today, you might drink more.
I might drink the rest of this tonight.
And mention keep working. We better get back at it. We ain't gonna accomplish all we planned.
Oh, she just want me to clock back in. Mama, I don't think this was an hour lunch.
Who said you got our lunch?
Oh, I guess nobody. Yes, ma'am.
When I worked, a lot of times we got 30 minutes for lunch. When I worked at school, you might get lunch and you might not. It's just according to what we're doing and what we had to do.
I guess the decision's been made. What we do next, Mama?
We're going to move some more furniture.
How much furniture does one little woman own?
Well, I'm putting it out there on the porch on some of it. I've got cabinets to work on.
We do have some beautiful new bookshelves that got put in. And you all seen this mess of it.
That's not a mess. That's my cookbooks over there.
I'm going to let you see it.
Johnny, that ain't nice.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. And I'm going to do a before and an after.
You didn't have to bring them up close.
Look at that mess. All them cookbooks sideways, twisted, turned.
Well, they're at least there.
Your D is sideways, Mama, on your door.
You probably done that.
I probably did. All that hot mess right there.
That wasn't nice. I wouldn't show your mess like that.
I tell them guys when they was building cabinets out there on the sun porch, which the sun porch is enclosed. It's never going to be in the weather. I said, can you do a big old bookshelf for some cookbooks? I said, come here and let me show you what I'm dealing with. I said, this ain't all of them. She's got some in cabinets and some
Got
of us.
some in a table.
He said, I'll fix her up. I will fix her a cookbook shelf. So a couple of days later, there's two shelves. A small one, fits perfectly, and then a big old tall one taller than me. So we've surely got enough room for some cookbooks now for Mama.
Till I buy some more.
Or write one.
I don't know about writing one. You keep pushing that right one.
We're going to do one. I want a cookbook. I want my Mama's cookbook in print.
There are been 100 increments fell a day. Listen at that. I'm going to go out there and pick some up.
They're not going to keep them from falling?
When they quit falling, I'm afraid to get out there now.
Well, yeah, you can hit in the
Top of
head. You better wear a helmet. I promise. If she gets out there with a football helmet to pick up her, I will show y'all. If I have to hide in the window.
I don't have a football helmet.
Or maybe a Harley Davidson motorcycle helmet.
If I had one, I'd put it on the up there.
Oh, I want to get you one, Mama, just to tempt you.
I was worried. If I had a motorcycle helmet, I might want a motorcycle to ride.
Let's go before she's out of her head now. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.